Sharon in the office, Sharon May in the office, asked me to make sure I mentioned Michael Mills in conjunction with it too, because then there are lots of other riders and teams in the paddock that helped get Harry back out in the group, which is just shows the spirit of the club here at Bemsee. Right, away we go then. Luke's got the start, buddy.
Yeah, we are underway now, and the green flag, red lights have gone out there, and it's Luke McRae ahead of AJ then as they go in towards Coppice. So AJ then for what could well be the first time this weekend has got a bike in front of him, but Luke McRae there, well, he's certainly going to be taking the fight to him over the following 5 laps then. But Luke McRae on the Triumph leads AJ as he goes down the back straight.
Well, we know Luke's got the speed, that's for sure. He showed that by getting pole position from the last race, and these two are already streaking ahead of the rest of the bikes there. They've already got about a 10 bike length gap before the third place man comes along. So it's very much going to be a battle of the top 2 there. I don't know if AJ's going to be able to outbreak Luke McRae there, because I think Luke really wants this one. He wants to beat AJ in a straight fight, and he's certainly doing the job at the moment as they come up to the gooseneck. Through the gooseneck they go. Here we go. First overtaking opportunity for AJ. No, doesn't come off, but we do know AJ's like this. He will happily stalk his rival for a couple of laps, though he hasn't got much time, and he will be aware of that as well. As long as he doesn't make a silly mistake like mistaking a pit board for a last lap flag, he'll crack on with it. I tell you what, AJ could be coming under a bit of pressure from behind, actually, because who's that, mate?
Joey Landon.
Hello, Landon, yeah, brilliant. No, Joey's coming into the fight as well. So maybe AJ, and I'm not making an excuse for him, he might be on a set of old tyres or something he's been using all weekend, because that is obviously the nature of a Sunday afternoon. Not many people put fresh rubber on for the last race of the weekend. You tend to use what you got left and worry about getting a set for the next meeting. So do wonder if his tyres are 100%. Certainly that might be reflected in his lap times. But what I thought was a 2-bike breakaway, it looks like a 3-way breakaway at the front, doesn't it, Bradley?
Yeah, you're right there. And Joey Landon having a look at the inside, or a sniff at the inside of AJ there, but no room this time around there. So that's the top 3 there. 4th place is Elijah Everton there, who got around about a 10-minute drive back home this evening. So he's first of the Clubmans ahead of Sam Hurst, Kyle Dickinson, Jake Corty and Aaron Monk having a good battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th in the Clubmans as well, with Tom Vaughan joining the party.
I think AJ knows he needs to get a bit of a move on. I think he's going to have a look at his rival up into Park Curve there, try and force his rival out onto those bumps so he can't brake as effectively, because I think AJ knows he can't play a waiting game, not with Joey Landon right behind him, because he will know that if somebody's close to him, they're going to be very quick indeed. And sure enough, AJ performs that out-braking manoeuvre, flicks it down into the gooseneck, around the left-hander at Mansell. And Lambda now is coming for McRae as well. So Luke, after leading this race for the first attempt, has now been relegated to 3rd place, I think, there, because I think Joey Lambda wants a piece of the action here, and he can see AJ escaping quite rapidly, can't he?
Yeah, you're right there. And see Joey Landon, as you say, there on the Kawasaki bike number 3 there. So we have 3 different bikes inside the top 3 positions. The Yamaha leads the Kawasaki, leads the Triumph, and it is 76, number 3, number 5 in that order as they go in towards Hall Bend. So Luke McRae, as you said there, he had an advantage of a 1/4 of a second over AJ at the start of this lap, but now he's down into 3rd place. So the question is, can Joey Landon take the fight to AJ? Well, AJ, with the clear track in front of him, will certainly be looking to pull the pin and make the break there as they get the power down out of barn onto the front straight then. So the first of the flying laps in effect there done, and it's a 1 minute 33.8 for AJ. He was consistently in the 33s earlier on today, and he's back in the 33s now. Joey Landon a 1 minute 34.5, and Luke McRae a 36.
So much of my theory about tyres. Okay, AJ, off he goes. He has got the bit between his teeth and he is powering away. Fantastic stuff for the perpetually underfunded Londoner. He really does do an amazing job. He's one of those guys you do genuinely wonder if he'd had a little bit more time on his side, if he couldn't have done something special at a higher level. But certainly at club level, he's one of those guys that whatever he rides, he is the man to beat. And he's proving it once again on the MRO600, first time on a 600 I think this season, and yeah, he's done what he always does, just gets on it, rides it, and disappears basically. Fantastic stuff. Great to see McRae and Landon giving a little bit of a hard time there, then getting us all excited. I think we might have an actual race on our hands, but unfortunately AJ had other ideas very rapidly indeed. So he's going to come across the line. He's going to be completing lap 3 of 5, so just a couple of laps left. And 6:30 now, so we're only got another couple of minutes of racing, so we're going to be well within the constraints of time. Some dodgy clouds over in the distance there, but they are a long way away from us with some rain pouring down, so you might get a little bit wet if you're heading towards Louth, but I think if you're staying here for now, you're going to be absolutely fine. So we wait for AJ to power his way out of barn onto the front straight here and claim a lap. Yeah, big surprise.
33.259
against his rivals, 34.5 for the first of his rivals there. Yeah, AJ just such a class act. I run out of superlatives describing AJ. I really do. I mean, I suppose he's got to do well this weekend just because he's on the cover, if nothing else. He was our rider of the meeting last time out at Donington. But yeah, brilliant stuff. And fair play to Elijah Everett. I'd like to thank Elijah for proving me right and just suggesting the local lad might do well here, because the Horncastle-based youngster is leading the Clubmans very nicely as well, isn't he?
Yeah, you're right. The battle for the second, third and fourth place positions. It looks like Tom Vaughan's just lost a bit of time there throughout the previous handful of laps or so. But let's have a look at number 531, Jake Corty, and number 39, Aaron Monk there, Keith. So they are now heading towards the gooseneck, but the 531 of Jake Corty led Aaron Monk by a quarter of a second, and that's for second in the Clubmans.
Okay, so that's going to be a battle that's going to go down for the line, I think. It's watching them go down into the bottom of the circuit there at Mansfield. Yeah, Monk doing what he can to find a way past on Corty there, and obviously that's a points position. And of course that is also a championship battle between those guys as well, as we wait for AJ to come across the line and say hello to the last lap flag. So he doesn't go any quicker this time, but this is what I like about guys like him. They're just so consistent. He backs his 33.2 up with the 33.6, and does also go quickest in the first sector on that particular lap as well. So there's potentially a faster time out there, and if anybody can find it, it's going to be AJ. But look at the gap. I mean, what looked like a close race at the start is now a 5-second gap. In fact, there's about 8 seconds covering the top three of them. So brilliant stuff there. Elijah Everett about 7 seconds back, but Elijah, he's still got that battle actually. He's not home and dried for that fourth place. Looking good for the Clubman win, but the man behind him there, Kai Dickinson, he wouldn't mind a bit of that fourth place action either, would he?
No, you're absolutely right there, and so we're trying to keep an eye on that battle as they make their way towards the far end of the circuit. But have a look further down the order there as well. It looked like Jake Anderton and Sam Monroe were having a good battle. That's for on-circuit position as opposed to in-class battle, but they are both 7th in class. Anderton in the Clubmans, Monroe in the MROs. As AJ tips left into the bottom of the mountain, over to the right-hand side now there, and over the top of the mountain for what is the final time then. Joey Landon, Luke McRae, and it's kind of fizzled out throughout the previous couple of laps there, but still a great result if it was to remain this way for Joey Landon. Another podium there for the young man from Crowborough, and Luke McRae, of course, there. One of 3 racing brothers on the podium here as well in the MRO600s. But all eyes towards barn there as AJ, bike number 76, makes his way out of barn there and takes another victory in the MRO600 Championship. Then the checkered flag now beckoning second place man, number 3, Joey Landon, on that black and white Kawasaki ZX6R. In the end, 7.5 seconds behind AJ after 5 racing laps complete. Luke McRae 3.25 seconds behind Joey Landon. Then it's the battle between Kai Dickinson and Elijah Everton there, and Elijah Everton absolutely thrilled with that one, because that's another victory in the Clubman 600s. Then he's racking them up this weekend.
He sure is. He did at Donington, yeah. So Elijah, absolutely, as you say, very happy panda indeed, and so he should be, because he's probably got lots of friends and family here. Get a bit of a stand-up wheelie there from the third place man, but hey, unfortunately, you don't look quite so spectacular unless you've won the race, basically. Okay, all good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this weekend's racing as Sam Hurst come past and give everybody a wave too.